Okay, so I've already failed at making this video once. The camera just kept on rolling, which meant that when my phone decided to stop the video, it just didn't stop. So I had to delete it. So I'm going to try again. Speaking about the topic, unedited is incredibly difficult, so I'm going to give it another go and hope for the best. It's not going to be easy though. So I've spoken before about how self-harm affects, just don't, not only, yourself. No, I've spoken before about how, self-harm affects you, personally you. But it doesn't just affect you at all. It affects so many other people, friends, family, children, if you have any, It's a really difficult society, mind frame to be in, and it takes a lot to tell someone. But as I've said before, obviously telling people is such a brave thing to do. But the emotional side of it, the mental health side of it, that's one of the hardest barriers to get over, because not only is it, physically harming, but, you give off bad energies and, by the way, this video might be triggering. I should have put that at the start. I'll put it in the description below, but I might put it in the title. Such a difficult topic, man. But seriously, the emotional side of it, you can't just go at it alone. You're gonna need someone to help you, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, a doctor, an acquaintance, anyone really, who can help you along the way, someone that you could speak to, But remember, if you tell a family member or a friend or something, no one can be a hero. Well, not everyone's a hero anyway. Not everyone has the ability to change their life. People have told me that I've, saved their life, and whether I'm flattered, but I haven't saved your life. You've saved your own life. I might have helped you along the way, if that's true, but I haven't saved anyone's life. I've been in relationships where the person who I'm going out with or whatever has been self-harming, and this relates to a poem that I actually listened to called Magician's Assistant, which I mentioned before on my channel before, by a poet called Scroobius Pip, who I'm a massive fan of. And in the poem, he was saying, what sort of boyfriend am I? What sort of boyfriend, can't help his girlfriend when she's going through such a hard time. And that's how I felt when my first relationship with, I'm not going to say who, but my previous relationship, let's just say, she was self-harming, and I didn't really feel like I could do anything. I was making these sort of videos at the time, hoping that she would see them, but she didn't. I don't know if she saw them anyway. I hope she did. And I've been in other relationships. I've been in other relationships where the person I'm with has been self-harming as well, and I've been trying to do my best to help them. And sometimes it feels like it's best to just give in to the voices. But when you have all the adrenaline inside you, as you're about to, do it to yourself, whatever, try and mould that energeticness, that adrenaline inside you, and rather than physically hurt yourself, try and convert that energy into yourself and actually say, Mum, Dad, Brian, whoever the hell Brian is, anyone, and say, I need help me, try. I know it's really hard, of course it is. Nothing's easy in this world. Well, there is something that is easy in this world, like amateur mode on FIFA. That's irrelevant, but you know what I mean, Like I've said I think earlier on in this video, nobody can go, it's really difficult to go through this by yourself. It's good to have allies, people that you can help, people that can help you, people that can be your hero. But I guess one of the big things to be is your own hero. You know, you have superpowers. You have the power to say, stop this, and tell someone. You know, you do feel guilt when a friend or a family member is going through mental health, going through depression, because you wish that you could be there for you, be there for them, and you feel guilty for not being there for them more. I'm really good at English. You know, you do feel guilty, and you know, you start questioning your friendship and you as a person, and you start yourself to feel, you know, in a way, not depressed as such, but down. But just remember that, you know, not everyone goes to mental health teaching classes, if that makes sense, you know. There are experts and there are people who actually, you know, on a day-to-day basis deal with mental health patients. And depression is an illness, essentially. And I'm not saying you have to be depressed to be to do self-harm, but you kind of almost are, really. Really. I mean, I felt depressed before when I was doing it, and I don't know. I think the title and the main thing of this video is that self-harm doesn't just affect you. You know, it affects so many people within your circle of people, within your circle of friends, family, people that you trust. But nobody can look down on you for doing it. You're vulnerable, you're hurting, of course you are, otherwise you wouldn't be doing this to yourself. Life is so beautiful. I said this before, and you know, when you're going through this, it's hard to see the beautiful things in life. It's hard to see smiles and feel happy about it. It's hard to listen to music that you wouldn't want to listen to in the first place, or new music. You want to go back to old songs, you know. Lyrically, some songs really help. Anyway, going back to what I was saying, you know, life is so beautiful. And when you're in that place, it kind of covers your eyes, and it, you know, puts, you know, a blindfold over you, essentially. But just look at how lovely, like, the garden is outside, you know. It's bloody lovely. And look how good the Xbox looks as well. Oh no, there it is. Yeah. Sorry. I'm wanting to play FIFA because I'm one of them people that likes playing FIFA because I'm a loser. Right, that's going to be difficult to put that there. Right. Oh god. Oh shit. Okay. That isn't straight at all. I'm sorry. But I'm going to leave it. I'm going to try and end it here. So just, I don't know. Thank you for listening to this ramble. And I'm going to, hopefully you got some sense out of this. I try to do my best to get some sense into this video. And if you did, then please give this video a like, leave it a comment, and tell me what you think. Tell me what your views on this situation is. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. I've just been, I'm not going to say I've been busy, because I've been playing a lot of Xbox recently. But, you know, just try and stay positive, whoever you are, whatever your situation is. Keep smiling, stay strong, and I'll see you soon. And thank you for listening to me talk about stuff. And my voice is going really weirdly, so I'm going to try and stop talking for a while. Alright guys, keep smiling, stay safe, and see you soon. Love you all, and yeah, just try and stay positive. And I'm here if anyone needs me at all, and I'll try and get back to you, because I've had a lot of messages recently of people trying to speak to me, but I haven't been in the best place recently as well, so yeah. Alright, love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Right, please turn off. Please do a good job, camera thing. For fuck's sake. Oh.